What is going on, guys? It is time for the weekly fragrance rotation number 12. Let's get into it. Starting off on Sunday, I went with Gucci Guilty Black. This is a really nice fragrance, actually. I haven't worn it in a while. This is a very green, slightly shower gel woody scent right here. So yeah, greens, aromatics. There's a little bit of like a white floral touch here as well with some woods in the base. This stuff is perfect for the spring and the summertime. Performance on here is all right. I get about 6 hours of performance. If you're kind of tired of those generic blue fragrances, this is a nice switch up right here. The fragrance I wore on Sunday, Gucci Guilty Black. On Monday, I went with Polo Cologne Intense. Another green fragrance right here, but this one is an Ambroxan heavy green fragrance. Another one that is perfect for the spring and the summertime. Polo did a fantastic job with this one right here. They pretty much try to take the original Polo green and make it into a modern fragrance, and I think they did a great job. This one has 7 to 8 hours of performance as well. Think of like a more green version of Dior Sauvage. That is what I get from this one right here. A great fragrance in my opinion, and what I wore on Monday, Polo Cologne Intense. On Tuesday, I went with Jordan by Michael Jordan. This fragrance right here is kind of strange. I bought it, I sprayed it on, and immediately I thought of bathroom cleaner. That is what I thought of, like that super citrusy, fresh smell. But then they add in some white florals and a little bit of oak moss. So it does have that bathroom cleaner smell, but then you add in those other notes and it actually smells pretty nice in my opinion. Now, I'm not saying this is a must buy by any means. A lot of people probably won't like the way this smells. It does have like a slight old school freshness to it, but in my opinion, I think this stuff is actually pretty solid. Definitely worth the $15 I spent for this. Performance isn't the best. I get like 3 hours of performance. That is the case with most Michael Jordan fragrances. But if you see this one and you want just like a more interesting, unique, fresh fragrance, then I would say pick this one up. What I wore on Tuesday, Jordan by Michael Jordan. What I wore on Wednesday is Mont Blanc Individuel. Another fragrance I haven't reached for in a long time. It was cold and rainy this day, so I wanted something that had some depth, some sweetness. This one right here is very sweet, powdery, has a little bit of freshness, like a clean laundry smell, and a little bit of fruitiness as well from some raspberry. This stuff is an amazing scent for the fall and the winter time. If you want something that's a little more unique, because not everyone is going to smell like this stuff right here, you could get this stuff for an affordable price as well in that $20 range. Performance on here is decent. I get 6 to 7 hours of performance. And what I wore on Wednesday, Mont Blanc Individuel. What I wore on Thursday is Calvin Klein Defy. So I recently just did a first impressions of this. I got this at a rack store, and in the first impressions video, I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. But after giving it a full wearing, I am upping that overall score to an 8 out of 10. I think this is actually really solid. Off the top, you get some bergamot and some lavender. That lavender is really prominent in the air. When I was smelling it close up on my arm, I didn't pick it up much. But once you spray it on and you're catching whiffs, the lavender is actually really prominent. Almost smells like a barber shop kind of a scent in the opening. And then there's some vetiver and some amber. So there's like a slight woody, smoky sweetness. This would be a great all year round fragrance right here because it does have enough freshness for the summer, but it also has enough density for the winter time as well. Performance on here is all right. I get about 6 hours of performance. I have to wear this one more though to figure out what the performance truly is. A great little cheapie right here. And what I wore on Thursday, Calvin Klein Defy. What I wore on Friday is Mont Blanc Starwalker. So I wanted something that was a little more light. I didn't feel like wearing something heavy today. And this is a great option right here. If you just want to wear a fragrance, but you just want it to be soothing and pleasing. This one smells like watery bamboo. The way I imagine this one is like you're riding through a forest in a canoe made of bamboo. That's what it smells like. Very soothing scent right here. If you just want to wear something that is going to make you feel relaxed, this is a perfect option. Great for the spring and the summertime. The only downside is it doesn't perform the best. I get like 3 to 4 hours of performance, but it's one of those fragrances that just smells so good. You're not going to care about the performance. You can get this in that $20 range as well. And what I wore on Friday, Mont Blanc Starwalker. And wrapping this week up on Saturday, I went with Tommy Bahama for him. The way to describe this one is pretty simple. This is a fruitier version of Nautica Voyage. I believe there's a pear note in here, which really just gives it this unique fruitiness to the fragrance. So yeah, this one is very fresh, fruity, and watery. Performance on here is about the same as Nautica Voyage. I get like 5 to 6 hours of performance. If you like the original Nautica Voyage, you're going to love this stuff right here. Another cheapy gem in my opinion. You get this in that $20 range if you go to the rack stores or on discounters. So enjoyable, perfect for those super hot summer days. This stuff shines in that weather. I would highly suggest you guys get your nose on this one because it smells great in my opinion. What I wore on Saturday, Tommy Bahama for him. All right, that wraps up the weekly fragrance rotation number 12. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I hope you guys have an amazing day as well. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.